The Untethered Soul, The Journey Beyond Yourself, by Michael A. Singer, is a profound spiritual guide aimed at helping individuals achieve freedom from the limitations of the mind, emotions, and external circumstances. The word untethered in The Untethered Soul means unbound, free, or unrestricted. It symbolizes breaking free from the emotional and mental attachments that limit our true potential, such as fears, anxieties, or past experiences. It reflects the idea of liberating your inner self to experience life fully, without being tied down by internal struggles or external circumstances. One of the book's foundational concepts is that we're often trapped by the incessant thoughts and inner dialogue that constantly occupy our minds. This voice, or mental chatter, is the mind's way of commenting on everything we experience. Most people live their lives with little awareness of this inner noise, and as a result, they are governed by it. The key insight is recognizing that this voice is not you. It is simply a stream of thoughts and reactions to the world. By observing these thoughts without attaching to them, we can begin to create space between our true selves and our mental chatter. You are not your thoughts or emotions. The true self is the awareness or consciousness that observes these thoughts and feelings. This observer is your inner essence, the part of you that remains unchanged and constant, regardless of what is happening externally or internally. By shifting your identification away from the mind and toward this observing consciousness, you can detach from the ego and begin to experience life without being weighed down by the emotional turbulence created by your thoughts. Throughout life, we accumulate emotional baggage, unresolved feelings, traumas, or attachments that manifest as energy blocks in the body and mind. These blocks restrict the flow of energy and prevent us from experiencing inner peace. Releasing these blocks by simply allowing emotions to flow through you instead of resisting or suppressing them can be a difficult process, as it requires facing fear, pain, and vulnerability, but it ultimately leads to freedom. By surrendering to the present moment and allowing yourself to experience all feelings, whether positive or negative, you begin to loosen the grip that past experiences have on you. A major theme of The Untethered Soul is the importance of being present. The mind often takes us out of the present moment, either dwelling on the past or anxiously anticipating the future. True freedom comes when we stop clinging to past memories or future expectations and start fully engaging with the present moment. The key is to accept life as it unfolds without judgment, resistance, or attachment. This practice of mindfulness allows us to experience life more directly, with greater clarity and joy. Another central idea in the book is the concept of living with an open heart. This means being willing to experience life fully, including the pain and challenges, without building walls around ourselves. We often protect ourselves from emotional hurt by shutting down or closing off, but this only limits our ability to experience love, connection, and growth. By choosing to live with an open heart, we embrace life as it comes, trusting that each experience, whether painful or joyful, offers an opportunity for growth. The practice of openness requires courage and the willingness to face vulnerability, but it ultimately leads to deeper, more meaningful relationships with ourselves and others. The overall message of The Untethered Soul is about letting go. Letting go of the need to control, the need to cling to past experiences, the need to avoid discomfort, and the need to define ourselves by our thoughts and emotions. By practicing letting go, we free ourselves from the constant struggle of the ego and the mind's demands. Letting go doesn't mean becoming passive or detached from life. Rather, it means approaching life with a sense of openness and acceptance, allowing experiences to come and go without holding on to them. Everything in the universe is in a constant state of flow. Understand that life itself is dynamic and ever-changing, and that our resistance to this flow creates suffering. By surrendering to the natural flow of life, we align ourselves with the universe, allowing us to experience peace and serenity even in the midst of chaos. There is a greater intelligence at work in the universe, and when we trust it and let go of our need to control, we open ourselves to deeper wisdom and clarity. The ego is the part of us that identifies with our thoughts, emotions, body, and experiences. It is constantly striving to protect itself, gain approval, and avoid discomfort. However, the ego is not the true self, and when we identify with it, we limit our potential and create unnecessary conflict. The journey of the untethered soul is about transcending the ego, recognizing that the ego is not who we truly are, and choosing to live from a place of awareness and consciousness rather than from the reactive impulses of the ego. Finally, the book emphasizes living with purpose, living in alignment with the deeper calling of our souls rather than being distracted by the superficial desires and worries of the mind. Listen to their inner guidance and let it lead them towards a life that is authentic, fulfilling, and meaningful. This journey requires courage, but it also brings profound peace and joy when we live in accordance with our true nature. The Untethered Soul offers a pathway to freedom by teaching readers to detach from their thoughts and emotions, embrace the present moment, and live from a place of inner awareness. The book provides practical guidance on how to release the mental and emotional patterns that limit personal growth and encourages the reader to experience life with openness, presence, and peace. By applying these principles, individuals can transform their relationship with themselves and the world around them, living more freely and joyfully. For more insights and wisdom, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned.